Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a great weekend. We had some lovely weather, didn't we? Now, if you recall, a couple weeks ago on the show, I had Rod and Brandon on with Firebird Fest, and I have a Firebird, so of course, I had to go check out Firebird Fest for myself this past weekend, and it was a ton of fun. The Cardinals were also in town, so I didn't get to experience the whole Firebird Fest weekend, but I got to see some really, really cool things. It started on Thursday with a poker run, so they had various stops around town. There we are right there at the Missouri Department of Transportation, which was so much fun. And you know, there was over 270 Firebird Trans Ams, Formulas, Firehawks, invited and at Firebird Fest, and you can't fit all of those cars at each location. So it was kind of fun because we would come in with a group and then you'd pass another group on the way to the next location being the ketchup bottle on that same poker run. And that's pretty much the best photo I have of my car and the ketchup bottle, because the ketchup bottle is on that major highway. It is kind of hard to get your photo on there, but if you do it in the Saturday, you can go in the parking lot. And then of course, Thursday was at Gateway Classic Cars. That right there is Tim Phillips. He plays the bandit. They do a whole skit, a chase scene. It's really fun. Plus, Tim actually worked with Burt Reynolds back in the day, so he's got a lot of really great Burt Reynolds stories. And this photo might be my favorite. So that's my dad next to me. And that guy next to him is Sean Bailey, who plays, obviously, Buford, and then Junior is Jason Bobbitt. And my dad cannot stop talking about how much like Jackie Gleason he looks like. And I don't really know Jackie Gleason that well. I know him from that movie, and he looks just like the guy in that movie. So of course we had to go and take a photo. There's Gateway Classic Cars, and it was full, like I said, of 270 Firebird Trans Ams, Formulas, Firehawks. There's the aerial shot of that just to see how many different cars, like of one type of car. If you think about it, this car hasn't been made since, I don't know, '03. So that's a lot of that one type of car in one spot over various years. And of course, it was a ton of fun. We even got to go on the ferry. I've lived here my whole life. Never been on the ferry, but was able to put my car on the ferry and go across the river. It's kind of interesting to see how that whole thing goes. Plus, they don't give you much warning. You're on, you're parked, you get out of your car, you're over to the next side already. But it was a great time. And then they went to Waterloo. I was unable to go to Waterloo and hang out with my car, so my dad took my car up there so my car could get in on some of the fun. But I joined up after the game, and here's some of the people that I hung out with most of the weekend. So that is my dad all the way in the back in the green. Next to him in the red jacket is a guy named Brian. Next to me is Brian's dad, and the guy in the back is Nathan. But this is what I love about Firebird Fest. It's like family. So Brian was there with his dad. They each drove Trans Ams into town. I was there with my dad, and you see a whole bunch of families with like little kids and older adults in it. It was great fun. I just love it. Now today on the show, I'm gonna have so much summer fun for you to take your family on. If you don't have a family, you can go alone. You can go on a date night, whatever, but it's gonna be tons of summer fun. And the very last thing on the show, I'm actually gonna take you with me out to Grant's Farm. Before this, I had not been to Grant's Farm in, I don't know, maybe like 20 years. So it was a really, really neat adventure. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Summer is finally here, and when I think of summer, I think of car shows, boats, and ice cream. You knew I was gonna think of ice cream, right? If Clementine's Creamery is one of your favorite places to get your ice cream fix, now it's even easier. They just opened their 7th location in the Central West End, and you're going to have to keep an eye out because I'm going to be able to visit them later this summer for a very sweet adventure. I hear I might even be able to make my very own new flavor. You know, if I do, it's gonna have a lot of candy involved, and I'm super excited about that. Now, their 8th location just opened up their doors in Edwardsville, Illinois. You'll also want to make sure you save the date, July 16th. That is, of course, National Ice Cream Day, and they have all kinds of fun planned, including new flavors, giveaways, and more. You can follow Clementines on social media or check out clementinescreamery.com for the latest news and events. There are so many fun things to do to get out, and Museum for All is encouraging more visits to museums, of course. The national program has partnered with more than 1,000 museums across the U.S., including some right here in St. Louis, to offer free or greatly reduced tickets to low-income families year-round. You can search for museums and find all the details at museumsforall.org. It's a good thing to do this summer. Maybe you can learn a little too while you're out exploring. Of course, it's always free and fun to visit the St. Louis Zoo. The zoo is now open extended hours for Perry Farms Dairy Summer Weekends. You can enjoy all of the zoo's exhibits, including Emerson Dinosaurs. I've been there, it was fun. The new electric train and the brand new bird show, Winging It. On select Fridays, you can also enjoy Hullabazoo. See what I did there? Each theme event spotlights unique animals and habitats from around the world and features live entertainment, food and drink specials, and other animal-related activities. You can find out more about everything the zoo has going on this summer and plan your visit at stlzoo.org. The Missouri Botanical Garden is also a summer favorite. The popular Chihuly in the garden is now open through October, and all summer long, you can enjoy the art illuminated at night, along with live music, cocktails, and pop-up offerings at the Chihuly Nights. The Whitaker Musical Festival also returns this summer. Now that is super fun. This is a free outdoor music festival. It features a wide range of music on Wednesday nights through August 2nd. And those are just a few of the things you can enjoy this summer. You can find a full schedule of events, a garden guide, and more at mobot.org. Now, a new exhibit is now open at the St. Louis Science Center. Mandela, the official exhibition, is an immersive and interactive experience that takes guests on a personal journey through the remarkable life of Nelson Mandela. The site features previously unseen films, photos, and a display of more than 150 historical artifacts and personal effects on loan from the Mandela family, museums, and archives. Mandela will be at the Science Center through mid-September. You can learn more and plan your visit at slsc.org. Well, you know, this list of summer fun wouldn't be complete without my absolute favorite. That is, of course, the Muni. Their 105th season kicks off in June and runs through August. The 7-show season kicks off with the regional Muni premiere of Beautiful, the Carole King musical, followed by the magical Muni favorite, Disney's Beauty and the Beast. After that, Chess makes its Muni premiere. And then, you know, you gotta do little snaps, right? Because West Side Story returns to the Muni stage. And soon after that, I'm not gonna sing, that would be bad. Little Shop of Horrors also returns after more than a decade. The Muni premiere of Rent kicks off in August, and then we have the season finale, Sister Act. This season looks like it's going to be great, but Muni people, I need you to bring back Oliver. I don't think Oliver's been there since, like, I don't know, the late 90s. Can you please bring back Oliver? You can find all the details, tickets, and more at muni.org. If you've never been there, you definitely need to go. Even if you don't think you're gonna like a musical, you're gonna like a musical there. It's a great experience. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm gonna take you to Grant's Farm. The first time I've been back to Grant's Farm in probably 20 years, and it is definitely fun. I should have not let 20 years go by. Check this out. Craig, I mentioned that I haven't been here in like 20 years.
Yes.
I don't remember this part of Grant's Farm. Where are we?
This is the part of Grant's Farm where our most popular tour takes place. Grant's Farm is the birthplace of the original Budweiser Clydesdales. So you can come here, take the Budweiser Clydesdale tour, learn more about Clydesdales, get to groom them, and get to meet them up close and personally.
Stop it, you get to get up close and personal like this guy right behind us. How cute is that? And the tour is about to start, right?
That's right.
So we can just jump in with that tour and see what it's all about?
We'll be able to watch that tour very closely. For
okay,
sure.
We're gonna watch that tour very closely, and you're gonna show us other things throughout the park today, right?
Absolutely. Be my
like
pleasure.
Some other animals, some other fun stuff.
Plenty of animals, plenty of fun stuff to do at Grant's Farm.
I mean, I'm telling you, I'm really excited to be here because I haven't been here in 20 years. So let's get going on this tour. Better to show you around Grant's Farm than Doug here, the president of Grant's Farm. And I think every St. Louisan, and even people who visit St. Louis, know of Grant's Farm, but we might not know why it's Grant's Farm.
Right, so this year we're celebrating our 120th anniversary. In 1903, August Bush Sr. purchased the property from the family of Ulysses and President Ulysses S. Grant. And we're standing here in front of Grant's cabin, which is the last residence hand-built by a U.S. president. So it was down at the World's Fair in St. Louis in 1904, and then in 1905, the Bush family purchased it and brought it back out here to Grant's Farm, and that's how Grant's Farm got its name.
I love that. So that cabin that's behind us was originally on this property. It might not be in the exact location, but it was originally still on Grant's Farm.
It was on this land property about a mile from its original location today, and it is part of our private behind-the-scenes tour, so the trams come by and everybody can see it. But if you'd like to go inside and see the inside of the cabin on our private behind-the-scenes tour, you can do that.
That is so cool. We had kind of talked about all of the other things that happen here, and one of those other things is that private behind-the-scenes tour.
Right, so private behind-the-scenes tour, your own personal guide, up to 12 of guests can come with you. You get to tour Grant's cabin. You need to get to go outside the Bush family estate. You get to hand feed animals out in the deer park. How cool is that? And so, yeah, it's a special experience.
That is so cool. And you even mentioned that this cabin, the one that's right directly behind us, the last cabin hand-built by a U.S. president. If you think about that now, in recent years, can you imagine any of those presidents building their own cabin?
Probably not. Remember, this is before Secret Service. This is before all of that. So yeah, he hand-built it, he and his wife, Julia.
That is so cool. All right, where are we going to go now?
So now we're going to head up to the Barnhof and see some more of the Grant's Farm.
All right, just a short tram ride, and I feel like we're here where most people know of as Grant's Farm.
The historic Barnhof. This was the first permanent structure built on property back in 1911, and it was the family stables. The family actually lived here while their family home was being built. So they would travel by horse and carriage from the brewery out to here to spend the weekend or spend a long summer and enjoy that. And so a lot of people in St. Louis may not know that Bevo Mills is where it is and got its name because it's halfway between here and the brewery, and that's where they would stop to water the horses and enjoy a Budweiser on making the trip out to Grant's Farm.
I did not know that. See, you learn something when you go on tours like this, especially with the man who knows everything, the president here. Now, for somebody who maybe hasn't been here in a while, let's kind of go through the basics of what happens right behind me.
Yeah, so this is the courtyard of the Barnhof. Adults of age can enjoy 2 free samples of Anheuser-Busch products. We've got the Brat House here. No trip to Grants Farm is complete without a Grants Farm Brat. And this is where we kind of have all of our celebrations. So Grants Farm's open all year long, every season, and we celebrate accordingly. So in the spring, we've got animals and baby births. We just celebrated My Fest, the German celebration of spring. Summer Nights is going on now. Every Friday and Saturday night, live local music and a drone show at 9 p.m. How great is that?
Okay, now, so that's a pretty cool treat. And then, of course, we saw little kids feeding cows. There's a lot of different ways to kind of get up and close and personal with these animals.
Yeah, one of the things that guests tell us they like about Grants Farm is it's hands-on and interactive, feeding the animals, touching the animals, learning about the animals, and that's what makes it so special.
That is cool. So kind of walk me through some of those animals you can get really up close with.
So, of course, the goats. Everybody knows the goats, llamas, alpacas. So we've got some lemurs on display. You'll want to see the Grants Farm Animal Show, where you get to see Grants Farm animal friends in a show. That's part of free general admission at Grants Farm. So there's a lot to see and do here.
It's a great way to spend your day, especially today. Today has been gorgeous. Is there any one thing you think people really need to take away after their visit here?
I think most people, if you're from St. Louis, you know Grants Farm, but maybe it's been a little while since you've been here. And I just really encourage you to come back out because, like you said, there's a lot of things to do for all ages and all groups of people. So come out and just enjoy the new Grants Farm.
We got to check it out. I'm going to have to go get up and close and personal with those goats.
I think you should. They're hungry.
Let's go feed some goats, guys.
Snakes are known for being very calm and docile. They're the most popular in the pet trade. So you see these all over the U.S. here.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
They're pretty cool.
That's so cool. Okay, so anyway, we've made our way. 3 tiny baby goats. I trade Doug in for Craig. Craig's back. Now we're gonna go in and see these baby goats. What should I be looking out for?
They're very friendly.
They're very friendly.
They'll be very friendly. Climb up on your legs, get into your mix.
Okay, so we both got some?
Absolutely.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You've done this before though.
Many times.
Never
gets old.
Should I let the pro go in first or should I? No, I should go in first? Oh, okay, I'm excited. Let's check it out. Hello, goats. Hi, goats. Hello, goat. Never gets old. This is so cute. Hi, goats. Hi, goats. Hi. Hi, friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
How many friends we made?
We made so many new friends. I think we should name them all.
Well, there's 260 of them.
Oh, that would be a lot of names to remember. Oh my goodness. You want some more? You went. There you go. Look at them sticking on top of each other. That is freaking adorable. Huh? That's cool. Hi, Mr. Yak. Now this is part of the Animal Experience Tour, which is a really cool add-on they have here at Grants Farm, where you get to get up close and personal with these animals. I just feel like the antlers, like that's something you don't normally get to touch.
Horns.
Horns, I'm sorry. Well, how do I know the difference?
Well, antlers are shed every year.
Antlers are shed every year and horns stay on forever.
Right.
So I'm telling you, I'm learning a lot here at Grants Farm. Hi, buddy. Now, how do I do it? I do this like this?
Put it down. Or look at it.
Stop. You want some of this? Oh my goodness, this is so freaking cool. Am I not helping?
You can also press forward and use your mouth. If that's what you want.
Oh, you're biting the cup, sir. All right, this is my last pass here, buddy. You ready? You want some? No, you want the cup. You really want this? What happens if I give him the cup?
We'll just have to go back and get it.
All right, I'm gonna give it to you. Here you go. That's what you wanted to do with it? Yeah, he wanted to drop it so he could eat it on his own accord. Is that really what happened? Sir. No, he doesn't. He wants to save it for later.
Maybe. You never know.
Are you just saving that for later? What's happening here? Are you just saving that for later? Are you just being slightly ornery? Camel! Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of them. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yep.
oh, holy cow.
Very good.
Holy cow.
They're natural.
Holy cow.
I'll help you.
Hi, hi, honey. Oh my goodness, that's so
Here's the
cool.
fourth. She's finally making her way out.
Oh, she's a little slower. This is neat.
Here you go. Saved one for you.
So cute. Look at these camels so up close. You can feel them licking your fingers. Well, we have run out of time at our Grants Farm adventure. I had so much fun, and there's so much more to do that we didn't get to do. I didn't get my face painted. I didn't ride a camel. There is so many cool things I didn't even know about, and all sorts of new things you can do, maybe on a date night, like he was talking about the drone footage. That sounds awesome too, like the little light show they do, and the music. So there's always something to do. It's not just for families anymore. So definitely check out Grants Farm. And then after you check out Grants Farm, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at The Daily Mix. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for me, but I'll see you next time. Keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.